Hello everyone and welcome to our taxes unit. Please make sure that you have downloaded and opened up the taxes notes as you will be filling those in as we go through these slides. To get us started, we're going to provide you some general information on taxes. First of all, a person of any age can be responsible for paying income taxes and filing an income tax return as long as that person has an income. So that means you're working and making money. Then you have to fill out an income tax return and report it to the government. All income tax returns are due April 15th. That is tax day. Make sure you have that notated, April 15th. When you are filing your tax forms, you need to just start at the top and work your way down. Take your time, read it thoroughly. There is step-by-step instruction on the IRS website. It's a big instruction packet, so if you ever have a question on one of the lines of your tax return form, then read the instructions. Deliberately failing to file a tax return is punishable by up to a fine of $25,000 or imprisonment of up to a year, or both. So make sure you file your tax returns every year. We're going to discuss some forms that you need to be aware of for taxes. The first is a W-4 form. This is a form that you will fill out as a new employee. So when you first get a new job, you'll fill out a W-4 form. What this is going to do is tell the employer how much money you want withheld from your paycheck. What that means is that the employer will hold it back and then they'll pay your income taxes. This is what a W-4 form looks like. It's fairly simple. There's some instructions with it as well, and there's a back page that will help you figure out how many allowances that you are claiming, if you have any. So you fill out your personal information, your filing status, and your allowances you want withheld, any extra amount you want withheld, and then most importantly, you have to sign and date. We will work through some withholding activities in W-4s later on. A W-2 is a summary of how much you worked the past year. Your employers have to mail you a W-2 by January 31st every year. You have to have this form to be able to complete your tax return form for the government. This is what a W-2 looks like. This is a blank one, obviously. Yours would be filled in. Your employer information is here, your information here. Your income amount that you made at that job is here. If you had multiple jobs, you would receive multiple W-2s from each individual employer. Your federal income tax amount that you had withheld from your paycheck is here, along with other taxes that have been taken out. Your state income tax withheld is down here at the bottom. The 1099 interest form will be sent to you from your bank. This is going to show how much interest you earned in any of your savings accounts or money market accounts or any accounts that you have that are interest bearing with that bank. And that will just report how much interest you made in the previous year. This is the 1040 form. This is your individual tax return form that you have to fill out every year. There are multiple ways you can fill out. This preview below here is if you were to fill it out on your own, either typing on the computer or handwriting, and then mailing or filing electronically to the IRS. This is what it looks like for the federal income tax return form. This is what you have to fill out every year and send in by April 15th. All right, some terms you need to know. First is a dependent. A dependent is anyone who relies on another person for at least half of his or her support, and that person is a taxpayer. So a lot of you are dependents upon your parents, so they will file you as a dependent on their tax return. Eventually, when you maybe have children or someone living with you that relies on your working money to live, then you can claim them as a dependent. Earned income is any money that you have made from working. That is wages or salary or tips that you earn or anything you've earned from self-employment This does not include any interest you've earned in your accounts. That is reported separately. Tax exempt. You can claim to be tax exempt on your W-4 form that you fill out when you first get your new job. And that just means that a person is free from any federal income tax withholdings. That does not mean that you can't have other taxes withheld from your paycheck, because those still have to be withheld. And that covers your Social Security, your Medicare, sales tax, property tax, etc. And sales tax and property tax aren't withheld from your paycheck, but you do pay those as well. This just lets you be exempt from federal income tax, and you have to meet a certain income level. It's typically fairly low to be able to qualify for this. And the W-4 form will help you figure out if you're qualified or not. Okay, there's different filing statuses. You can file as single, married filing jointly, married filing separately, head of household, or qualifying widower. Depending on what your status is upon your time of filing, that's when you will choose this filing status. A lot of you will be filing as single when you're first starting out if you have not gotten married yet, and that doesn't mean that you don't have a boyfriend or girlfriend. It just simply means that you are not married. Some more terms you need to know. Hopefully gross income and net income are reviews for you, because we have talked about a lot of these terms in our money management unit, especially gross and net income. Gross income is the money you made before your taxes are withheld from your paycheck. Net income is the money that you are taking home after all the taxes have been taken out. The IRS is the Internal Revenue Service. This is the federal agency that collects income taxes in the U.S. And then every state has its own agency as well. I apologize, that's Gizmo barking in the background. Okay, deductions are any action taken that you have performed that will lessen your tax burden, and what that will do is let you keep more of your money that you earned the past year, and it's legal. There are different types of things that you can deduct. It can be medical expenses. It can be any charitable donations. So if you donated to some charities, you can claim that. If you own a home and pay property tax, that's a deduction. There are things that the government wants to encourage people to do, so they give you a tax break because of it. You can choose to file standard deduction or itemized deduction. Standard deduction is just a dollar amount that you can subtract from your income before your income is taxed. Right now, the standard deduction is $12,000. So if you didn't donate more than $12,000 to a charity or pay more than that in medical expenses, then you'll just want to file using the standard deduction of $12,000. An itemized deduction is when you're going to look at the dollar amounts that you have contributed to all of these different items that qualify for deductions. And if it's more than that, then that's more money you don't have to pay in taxes. So you would choose to file an itemized deduction if you have had a lot of medical expenses, lots of contributions that you made to charities, paid your real estate taxes, state tax, any interest on your mortgage, and if you had a lot of child care expenses. So you have to sit down and figure out how much you think those each will be, and then choose which way you want to file. Okay, an audit is when the IRS is going to examine your tax returns more thoroughly. They may ask for bank records and other ways to verify your income and deductions are accurate. They do these randomly, or if there's something that has been a red flag to them, they will choose to audit you. It's a scary time, but as long as you're being truthful and when you're filing your taxes, you'll be fine. Tax evasion is when you fail to pay or deliberately underpay taxes. This is illegal, and the IRS will eventually figure it out. These are some celebrities that have gotten caught, and I'm sure they're not the only ones. This is kind of an outdated site, but Wesley Snipes here, he kept $7 million that he made and didn't report it to the government. Let's see, Stephen Baldwin, $400,000 he didn't report. Ja Rule, $3 million. And there's several more. You guys are welcome to look up who all has done some tax evasion that's famous, but it happens and they get caught, so don't do it. All right, we're getting there, guys. Hang in there. Voluntary compliance. That means the government relies on all of its citizens to report their income on their own. You know that your income tax returns are due by April 15th. They are hoping that you all will do it. Withholding, again, is any money that has been withheld from your paycheck and will pay your taxes and other obligations. We're going to work through an activity with withholding here shortly. Here's your tax brackets. This is federal income tax. State is different. But this is how much money is withheld depending on how much money you make. It is in bracket format, which can be confusing. But just know that when you make up to this much, they are going to only take 12%. And then any money you made over that, then they'll take 22%. Any money over that, they'll take 24%. So they're only taxing these certain amounts that you make in each section. This can be confusing. Maybe check out some YouTube videos that I'm going to attach here that will help explain that. Here's where your tax dollar goes for your federal income tax returns. So this is how the government spends your money. Take a look at that. And then go ahead and check out the withholding activity. There's instructions on how you're going to fill that out. Attached to it, basically you're just going to look at the 3 pay stubs below and answer the questions above on the first page. Any questions, please email or ask in our discussion groups. Thank you.